Hello sir, my name is Jalan. My student number is 2022-494-674. So today I will present about my internship. In this presentation, there are a few topics that will be covered. The first one is harvesting, manuring, wood management, pest and disease management, and also water management. So for the introduction, Oxford Glory Sdn Bhd is under the WTK Holding Berhad. Their first land opening is on December 1995 with total hectares of 3,042.60 hectare. Estimated time to arrive from Suai-Niah to Oxford Glory is estimated in 30 minutes. For net sale revenue, increased 67.16% in end of 2022, with total asset grew by 23.6, with net profit margin increased by 3.02 in the same year, which is 2022. For the end year closing, there are September every year they will end their budgeting. So here are the organizational chart, which is we can see Mr. Loh Wat King as the estate manager, helped by assist by Mr. Ijun Nanarimu with a few assistant managers below him, which is Mr. Ijun actually a divisional manager for main division. On the right side, we can see the administrative officer and also the workshop workers. So for the division 4 and 5, which is handled by Mr. Liang Anabaja, which is a divisional manager for second division, helped by two assistant manager, which is Mr. Anthony and also Mr. Dennis Balang. So we will go to the harvesting process. What is harvesting? Harvesting is the process of taking out of the fresh FFB, which is fresh fruit bunches, from the front of the trees. There are three types of bunches, which is ripe, unripe, and also overripe. Ripeness standard for Oxford Glory is 5 to 10 loose fruit. Harvester we have by loose fruit collector. Main division is actually a tall palm planted on year of 2000, and secondary division is matured area, which is planted on 2008. On behalf of the harvesting, pruning is also the process when we left over one or two fronds over under unripe bunches. Pruning standard is 2 to 3 fronds below the last ripe bunch for palms that 5 to 7 years old, 1 to 2 fronds below the last ripe bunches for palms that are 8 to 15 years old, and also 1 front below the last ripe bunch for palms that are more than 15 years old. Harvested bunches will be arranged at the platform for easy counting and loading to the trailer. On the platform, FFB will be counted and reported at the weighbridge office. The report will be keyed in by clerk, following by which gang, block, phase for records of the farm tractor report. For the machinery and tools, there are sickle with harvesting pole, palm spear and spike, machete, wheelbarrow, and also the last one is tractor and trailer. So in the picture we can see that harvesting process and also the grading for FFB from field to ramp. So for the second slide, actually I was assigned to do grading in behalf of the increasing of percentage by unripe bunches detected on the mill. So for the third one is pictures of diagram of materials and also tools. So for the second is manuring. So what is manuring? The purpose is the manuring is to provide sufficient nutrient for trees in order to increase high yield potential. The dosage of fertilizer application is based on its maturity year, soil components, and also recommendation from the agronomist itself. So there are few types of fertilizer that were used in Oxford Glory, which is MOP, which is muriate of potash, Produbor, boron, NK mix, and also NPK compound 45. The year of planting in the main division is 2000 and also 2001. For the second division is planted on 2008 until 2009. The first three is MOP. Function of MOP is enzyme activation, including energy utilization, starch synthesis, and metabolism and respiration. For the NK mix, in promoting of leaf and shoot growth, while the potassium components enhance root development, improves water and nutrient uptake, and enhance fruit quality. The purpose of compound 45 is the formation of leaf, energy transport and storage in plants' water intake, enzyme activity, and stomatal control. In the diagram, which is the example of job order details and the manuring planning for 1 year, which is we can see in the picture on the left picture, which is NK mixture, FMP, compound 45, NK mixture, boron, and also the last one is MOP. That have been planned by and recommended by the agronomist, and it was done by the end of must be done by the end of year, which is before the September ends. The diagram on the right side is a job order details, which is for the purpose is for the payment, and also so that we can see the costing per hectare and also the overall costing. So this is the process of before we do the manuring, which is we need to issue the fertilizer from the store by using issuance sheets, and I will fill the issuance sheets according to the job order details and planning. So on the below, you can see that before and after the MLP application, the red substance on the soil is the MOP, which is the color is red, and also in granular type. For the summary of the manuring process, the first one is we will loading fert bag to the trailer. Second one, we will tear the fert bag and pour into the basket. Third one is we will apply fert based on the dosage for each pump by using sickle and broadcast method. The last one is we will counting empty bags as done record, and all empty bag needs to be returned to do auditing. So this is the examples of costing, which is for MOP, rate of potash. The dosage is 1.5 kg per pump. This is for the main division, with the stand pump per hectare 116 for the third round. So we need to do the today and to that hectare, manpower, the price of fertilizer per bag, and also we need to checking the issued bag and the remaining bag with the rate of loading from store to the trailer, 5 cents per bag, and for the unloading, which is unloading and also applied with the payment 9 ringgit per hectare. So for the method of application for all manuring process in the Oxford Glory is broadcasting, if the distance from the trunk base is 2.5 until 3 feet. If so, that is the costing. And also the last one is hectare covered. How we want to count the hectare covered today is total bags times by 50 kg, which is the weight of the fertilizer bag, and divided by dosage over stand pump per hectare. For the third process is, which is the fourth in the content, is weed management. What is weed management? The purpose of using herbicide is to kill and prevent excessive weeds that may interfere with oil palm tree growth, especially on the early stage of planting. However, the usage of using herbicide need to be supervised and controlled by the following of dosage preferred by MSPO: sickle and puff spraying, only for puff and base of the trees. At the base of the palm, it use circular spraying technique to kill weeds or legume. The preferred time for spraying is on the early morning until 11 morning. In Oxford Glory, we use a mist blower. One tank of mist blower equivalent to 14 liter of herbicide mixture that have been mixed with water. 1 hectare equal to 10 tank of mist blower, which is equivalent to 3 liter of herbicide mixture. Oxford Glory is using Supremo 41.0 by Hexstar Chemicals. The content is glyphosate isopropyl ammonium equivalent to 20 liter, metsulfuron methyl 1000 gram, tricopyr butyl 4000 milliliter per bottle. For the knots, the material will all be mixed together to form a herbicide mixture. If the sprayer use a dosage of 300 milliliter, so it means 3 liter per hectare will be issued. Herbicide mixture will be added with water and become 14 liter. Targeted weeds to be killed by using herbicide is Acacala, which is Clademia hirta, broadsword fern, Nephrolepis bisareta, Mucuna bractata, Legume cover crop, torpedo grass, Panicum repens L, and grasses. The payment system for sprayer is by contractor or daily paid. For the contractor is 20 ringgit per hectare, which is for the example, if 3 workers, they will cover 150 hectares and working days is 26 days, they will be paid 100,000 ringgit each. For the daily paid, it is equivalent to 41.75 ringgit for full day, and if the workers work only for half day, they will be paid 26 ringgit. In weed management, slashing is also one of the process. The purpose of slashing is basically to cleaning unwanted trees and weeds at the plantation area. While trees can affect on oil palm trees, growth especially on immature area. Weeds are most common problem on immature area by absorbing nutrient from soil and grasses and also has a rapid growth so that it will block direct sunlight to crop. We need to keep bear in mind that the slashing is one of the weed management that do not using any herbicides but only to control, and it may be the good agricultural practices. So on the diagram we can see the mist blower pump, the nozzle part, and the full PPE that need to be used by the workers, and the VOP elimination using by pump spear by on top, which so for the next diagram, we can see that the chemical use for the weed management, which is glyphosate isopropyl ammonium, which is Supremo 41.0, for the Elitec 20 WG is for the surfactant, and the tricopyr butyl is actually Galon 250. And this is the diagram shows that I was doing spraying for the CP in the main division phase 3. For the fourth process is pest and disease management. So what is rat baiting? For the first one, we need to identify what is the rat baiting or rat itself. So there are 3 types of rats in oil palm, which is Rattus timonicus, Rattus aguventor, and Rattus diardi. For the active ingredient that we use to encounter rat is Brodaficum. Price per kilo is 10 ringgit 78 cents, with the rate of applying is 6.6 ringgit per hectare. The rats will find source of water after they eat the cake. The Brodaficum, we call it cake. To do census of rats, we will check drainage system or any waterlogged or sources of water. The chemical used in rat baiting will immediately react inside the rat's lung system and its temperature. So for the 1 box of Brodaficum is 1,500 cakes, equivalent to 1,500 trees for the first application, and for the second application they will double it, and for the third round is they will triple it. So the average weight of the cake of Brodaficum is 6.66 gram. In the picture we can see the pesticide we use for Brodaficum, which is Ibo 2030. So we can see in the picture that red betting cakes is usually in cube form. For the second one is what is bagworm. We should know the type of bagworm also, which is Betisa plana, Masina corbeti, Petaroma pendula. For the active ingredient, we will use chlorotranipol. The dosage is 28 ml per 14 liter of mist blower. One mist blower will cover 7 pumps. The pesticide will be mixed 1 liter equivalent to 100 grams. One pump of mist blower is 14 liter equivalent to 28 grams. For the first stage of attack, usually recommend trunk injection to banish the bagworm population. But if the attack has been severely damaged, more than 10% of planted per pump per block, spraying is the productive way to lessen the cost. Spraying is the stage when we want to control the attack from spread to other block or task. The spraying will be done on the perimeter area of infested area based on road boundaries. After 2 weeks, inspection by prune randomly front at the main road. The purpose is to check whether the larva still lives or not. Bagworm sac will not found on the ground. For the signs and symptoms, the presence of long tubes of silk and frass constructed by larva. Damages caused by the larva stage feeding or scraping and later making holes on immature fruitlets. For the early instar larva, they will attack male inflorescence. Older instar larva will attack female inflorescence and bunches. Their color is black to gray color and they are powdery to touch. So this is the symptom that we commonly can be seen on the attack of bagworm. And the right side is I was applying Altaco with the mix of water to the palm, infested palm, and at the diagram below we can see Mr. Narawi and Mr. Rexon are doing census. For the termite, sign and causes of termite is mud wet trail on trunk, infestation reach oil palm spear collapse after serious infestation. So for the treatment is 6 pump spread including infested pump. Before do the spraying, we will do raking or pump based sanitation and clear all the soils on the trunk. For the treatment, we will use fipronil, Regan or water chalcid. Pump less than 1 year old, we will use 2.5 liter solution. With the pump age more than 5 years old, we will use 8 liter solution per pump. So what is rhino beetle? For the sign and symptom is snapping on youngest front. A hole can be seen on any matured front that's still attached on palm tree. And for the rhino beetle can be seen on ground or flying on the attack area. For the treatment, we usually use the pheromone trap if the active ingredient is ethyl methyl tacrocate. One pheromone trap can cover 2 hectares of first population attack. The coverage may decrease based on infestation level attack. We can replace or change the position if there is no rhino found dead inside the trap. It is effective for low population. In the diagram, we can see the pheromone trap and also the active ingredient, and the most importantly is the snapping of the front trees after being attacked. So for the last one is, what is water management? Water is a main source of all daily process. For the Oxford Glory, they use a specialized machine with trained workers to conduct the cleaning process and handling the machine and also the material mixed inside the mixer. A buffer zone is designated area of land that acts as a protective barrier around the water treatment facility. The primary purpose of buffer zone is to safeguard water quality and the proper functioning of the treatment process by minimizing potential sources of contamination or disruption. In the diagram, we can see the water filtration system, soda ash and chlorine mixer, and also the buffer zone. Flap gate also one of the water management. Flap gate was used in the boundaries of estate with main river. The purpose of a flap gate are as below. The first one is to prevent backflow. One of the primary functions of flap gates is to prevent backflow of water. During periods of heavy rainfall or flooding, water levels can rise and there is a risk that water may flow back into the drainage system. For the second one is flood control. Floodgates play a crucial role in flood control by controlling the discharge of water from drainage systems. They help regulate the flow of water to prevent excessive flooding in low-lying areas. In the diagram, we can see the outflow of gate and inflow out of a gate. And the two pictures at the below, we can see the main river. That's all from me. So there is a quote saying that in every walk of nature, one receives far from more than he seeks by John Muir.